let's say you're in an unhealthy relationship, or let's say you want to be in a relationship and you don't have one and you kind of get jealous of other people's relationship. I just want to say this, because I'm certain, and I don't know many things, but I know this right here. The vast majority of people that are in a relationship right now are in that relationship because they cannot stand to be alone. Let's talk about unhealthy relationships and why they are. If you have an unhealthy relationship, why would you stay in it? If you can't fix your freaking relationship, why in the world, with all these other people in the world and your whole self, stay in it? It's because you cannot be alone. You cannot be without it. And we, from a place of unable to handle ourselves or sit alone, sit with ourselves, instead of turning inside and facing whatever is causing or irking us, out of our seat to go run and do something or find another person to mingle with, we seek a relationship as the number one answer. It's like entertainment, but it's like going to play Xbox, or it's like going and getting on YouTube or whatever, but it's going to another person. Friends are much healthier for this type of ordeal, but to use another person or use your relationship in this way, what you're feeling with that other person is holes in your heart, holes in your mind. And from a place of being incapable to deal with them, handle yourself, what we do is we go seek another person that's often doing the same thing. So whether we're totally attracted to them or not, it's not necessarily about the person. It's about us. It's about our incapability to be alone. So we fill our holes with this other person. And then we find ourselves in an unhealthy relationship because, we have this understanding of that person and what they do for us that goes in these holes. Anytime they're acting out of manner, anytime they act differently, or when they don't seem okay, you cannot be okay. If they're mad, you're worried. Because your approval with yourself and your state of okayness, being okay, is heavily dependent on them, because they're inside of you, in your holes, and if they're in a bad mood, it's part of you. And even if it's unreasonable, it's not your fault or whatever, you find yourself incapable of walking away from the relationship. The other person likely doing the same thing. You stay with the shit, fuck it. Ultimately, though, you do wind up projecting the person that you've stuffed into these holes in your mind, the idea of the person, onto your partner whenever they aren't suiting this idea of them for your mind. And inevitably run them off, but wind up blaming them for being incapable of handling the very person we're using them to get away from, being ourselves.